Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga LJ. My name is LJ and I recommend a couple blocks for today's class. We'll be moving towards a earthbound hips, empowering yoga for grounding and hip strength. Starting at the top of the mat in an equal standing pose, refining the posture. Rooting the feet down as we send energy up the legs, kneecaps lifting, inner thighs spinning back. Dropping the shoulders down and back, engaging the core, softening low ribs down. Feel the breath move through the body. Inhaling, exhaling through the nose. We're going to make sure that the latissimus dorsi, muscles at the low sides of the back and the core, are engaged when we lift our arms up over the head. So inhaling straight arms over the head, keeping those softening low ribs down. Reaching for the sky as we activate the whole body. Interlace palms straight up, finding length, and lean over to the right. Breathing here 5 full inhales and exhales. Grounding the outer left foot down. Lengthening left side body. Come back to center, inhaling. And when you're ready, exhale over to the left. Grounding the outer right foot down. Creating more space in the body. Back to center, reach for the sky a little more activation, more lengthening. And we can even lean back here. You can engage your core, bring the hips forward, arms back any amount, ears back. And release the hands down. We'll interlace the hands behind us, pulling them down and away from us as we continue to soften low ribs, engaging latissimus dorsi at the back. We'll bend the knees and folding forward with the arms coming up and over the head, releasing the shoulders. Relax your neck, allowing your crown of the head to drop towards the floor with gravity. You can rest your low ribs onto top of your thighs. Going deeper inside the body. To deepen this, we're going to bring the forearms behind the calves, pulling yourself a little more in to find a more length, maybe pressing tops of thighs back a little more. Option to interlace your hands on opposite shins here. And we'll grab the blocks on the medium or flat height by the ankles. Flat palms, inhale, lengthen, straight legs, open chest up, head up. Exhale, forward fold, drop the head down. Press your hands in the blocks, lift your shoulders, engage the core. Inhale, flat back again. Straight thighs, inner thighs spin back. And we'll take the high blocks in front of us, under the heart. Feet are hip width. Bring your right hand on the blocks and bend the right knee as you straighten the left leg back. Open chest to left, left hand reaching straight back. Pull the head back in line with the spine, so ears back. Top of left shoulder pulling down and back. Notice the breath. Inhale that left hand straight up and then pull it back behind you, dropping the shoulder into socket. And then pull the left hand back again towards the back wall. And we'll do this one more time. Left hand up and pulling it back behind you any amount, dropping it into socket. And then pull it straight back behind you. And release. Moving on to the other side. Left hand on blocks. Bend the left knee. Right leg is straight. Open chest to the right. Right hand reaching straight back. Head back in line with the spine. Right top shoulder pulling down. Inhale the right hand straight up and then pull it back behind you. Feeling your shoulder with the breath. Exhale, right hand back behind you. We'll do this one more time. Inhale, right hand straight up. Pull it back behind you. Breath moving through the body. And we'll drop the right hand back. Releasing. Stepping the feet to the top of the mat hip width, blocks on either side of the ankles on the medium height. Press your palms and forward fold. Lift the shoulders as you press the palms. Inhale, flat back, straight arms, look forward. From here, lift your left foot up and step it back behind you for a lunge, high lunge. So with control, finding a high lunge. When you have your feet in your legs and you're stable, bring your hands to your right knee, top of the right knee. We'll leave our hands here. Find a sense of stability and groundedness. And we'll send the right hip back any amount. Feel the weight in your back toe mounds and leg. And then bend your knee forward again. One more time. Pull your hips back any amount. Find your back foot, back leg. And then bend your right knee forward. We'll drop the hands on the blocks and drop the back left knee to the ground. Hands back to the right knee. Kneeling lunge, same thing. Bend the knee forward and pull the hips back a few times. Right knee forward, release the hip, and then pull the right hip back any amount. Releasing the knee forward and release. Hands to the blocks. We're going to lift that right heel, try to clear the floor and bring the right knee back to meet the left knee. We'll bring the blocks flat on the ground, lowest height, palms pressing, low ribs in, engaging the anterior serratus, the muscles that are in between the ribs. Straight arms, chest forward, shoulders past the fingertips, and pull back. One more time, we're going to bend the elbows this time. Straight arms, shoulders past the fingertips, bend the elbows midline, hold, look forward, press the hands, push back up. I'm just demonstrating here. Make sure your elbows are midline. Don't let them splay when you come down. We're going to go down to the ground this time. Straight arms, chest forward, bend the elbows, coming down to the ground. Hands on the blocks, release the elbows wide and pull the tips of elbows towards each other. 2 more times. Release the elbows wide, press the palms and engage the back muscles. Okay, we'll ground the palms down, elbows midline, and inhale, head up for cobra, wide shoulders. Press the hands, push back, downward dog. Hands on blocks. Couple breaths here. Pushing the hips back, finding length. And we'll step the left foot forward, bend the left knee. See if you can float your left foot to the top of the mat with your hands on the blocks. Come to a high lunge with your feet and legs. When you're stable, hands on top of the left knee. And we're going to rock forward and back. Initiation of the movement is from the hips. So hips dropping down, and then pull the hips back, find your back foot and leg. Releasing the hips forward and pushing them back. Find your back foot, back right leg, and drop the knee back over the ankle. Hands to blocks. We'll drop the right knee to the ground. And hands back to left knee, releasing the left knee forward and back. Like we did, left knee forward, release the left hip, and pull the hips back. Last time, just release the hips forward, left knee forward. Nice. And we'll bring the hands to the blocks. From here, lift your left heel. See if you can float your left foot back to meet, left knee to meet the right knee. Hands flat on the blocks. We're going to lift the right leg back from kneeling. The right leg's going to come up and back. Lift the right knee up. Press your hands. Engage your core and muscles in between the ribs. Pull your right knee to the outer right arm. Bend the right knee, outer right arm, and then pull it back. One more time. Lift your right knee up, pull the right knee to the outer right arm, and bring it back. This time, adding on, bend the right knee to the right arm, and then extend the right leg any amount, and then bend and pull it back. One more time, same thing. Right knee pulls to the outer right arm, extend the right leg, bend, pull it back, and dropping down. From here, we'll go to down to the floor for cobra. Bend the elbows midline, exhaling, push back up. This time we'll go to the ground. When you're ready, bend the chest coming forward, engage the low ribs, shoulders back, bend the elbows midline, exhale, down to the floor. Forehead down, hands on blocks, lift your kneecaps, elbows pulling midline, inhale, head up, cobra, exhale, push back, downward dog. Smooth inhales and exhales. Moving on towards the left side, we'll drop the knees down, hands flat on the blocks, lift the left knee up, and then bring the left knee, the outer left arm, and back. One more time. Left knee, outer left arm, left elbow, pull it back. Adding on, lift the left knee up, pull it to the outer left arm, and straighten your left leg. Pull the foot back and knee back. One more time. Left knee, outer left arm, straighten the left leg, bend the left knee, heel back, and knee back and up. Release. Moving towards cobra to come to the ground, chest forward, straight arms. Bend the elbows midline, exhale down to the ground for cobra. Keep pressing hands on blocks, elbows in, active legs. Inhale, head up, ears back. Exhale, push the hips back, downward dog. Taking a couple breaths here, going deeper inside the body. Stepping forward, try to press your hands flat and try to see if you can float your feet forward or take extra couple steps to bring feet top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, lift the shoulders, hands pressing into the blocks. Inhale all the way up, arms wide. Keep engaging the latissimus dorsi and low ribs. And we'll exhale all the way back into the forward fold, hands on blocks, lift your shoulders, pull chest to thighs. Inhale, flat back, straight arms, head up. From here, we'll step back. Try to step back with control. High plank with the blocks. We're going to bring the shoulders past the fingertips, push the heels back, strong legs. Hold here. Keep everything. Shoulders past the fingertips. Drop your knees. You're in the right place. Just bend your elbows down. So come down halfway and then push yourself back up. Pushing back. Again, we'll go to the ground this time. Chest forward, shoulders back, midline, elbows. Exhale all the way to the floor. Inhale, cobra, active legs. Elbows pulling in towards each other. Exhale, downward dog. Sticking with the blocks for the sequence. Inhale the right leg back and up, point the toes, and really lengthen the whole right leg here for a couple breaths. As you push the hands, straight arms, push your hips back, and keep reaching your right foot as high as you can. Last breath. Pull the right knee to the outer right arm, hold, extend the right leg, and bend and pull it all the way back and up. Same thing one more time. Bend the right knee, outer right arm, extend the right leg, bend the foot back and all the way back up. Point your toes. This time, straight leg from the top, initiating movement from the hip joint and all the way back up. Again, one more time. Bend the right knee, drop your foot back for a moment. Pull it back, straight leg from the top, initiate from the hip joint, straight leg all the way, reaching for the outer right arm and pushing back. Lengthen out, bend the knee, drop your foot back here. And then bend your knee to your core, to your chest, and see if you can float your right foot forward. Maybe step it a couple times if you need to. Try to step forward. And we're coming to warrior one feet. Back heel turns in, heel to heel. Right knee over ankle, hands on blocks. When you have your warrior one, bring the high block outside the right ankle and hands to your right knee. Same thing, we're gonna ground the knee forward and push the hips back a couple times. So hips back like we did earlier, and then knee comes forward. Grounding the feet, feeling the activation in the legs. Hands down, square hips, shoulders to the front. Engage those low ribs and latissimus dorsi, strong core. Press the palms together in front of you, straight arms, and lift them not so high, just over the heart center, ears back. Breathe 5 breaths, keeping the core, back muscles. Activation in the legs. Reaching the hands forward like an arrow. And release, chest forward, hands back. Keep the weight in your back foot. And we'll inhale all the way up, straight legs, open chest to left, left hand down, right hand up. Lengthen right side ribs, coming to triangle pose. So maybe open that left back heel a little bit more. And then reach the right arm over to the right side as you pull the top left shoulder back and down. Left hand pulling back, right hand reaching forward. So you're lengthening your torso here. Right hand drops to the block when you're ready. Right hand under the right shoulder. And then lift the top left hand straight up, stack the shoulders, gazing up to left hand. 5 breaths. Creating space in the body with the breath. We'll drop that top hand down. Bend the right knee, hands flat on the blocks. Lift your back heel, and we'll step the right foot back to the high plank. See if you can float the foot, maybe step it a couple times back to the high plank. Shoulders past the fingertips, low ribs in. You're in the right position here. Just drop your knees to the ground from here. Keep everything. Bend the elbows, midline. Exhale all the way to the floor for cobra. Elbows midline, inhale, head up, press the palms. Exhale, pushing back, downward dog. Moving towards the left side. So from downward dog, lift the left leg up and back. Really lengthen that left leg. Point your left toes. Push your hands and blocks, lengthen the hips back. Reach the left foot all the way back and up, finding more length. Working on the outer hip work here. We'll bend the left knee to outer left arm, and then extend your left leg. Pull it back in, left knee all the way back and up. Same thing, one more time. We'll bend the left knee to the outer left arm, extend the foot forward any amount, and then pull it back in. Bend the knee, left knee back and up. Now we're going to bend the left knee here, drop the foot behind you. Try a straight leg. Straight leg, initiation of movements from the hip joint. Reaching leg, outer left arm, and then pull it all the way back up, moving from the hip, left hip, outer left hip. Bend the left knee, drop your foot, last time. Outer left hip here. Straight leg, moving leg, outer left arm from the left hip, and then pull it all the way back. Drop the knee behind, left foot behind you, bending the knee, and then pull the left knee to your chest. Pull it in, see if you can float your left foot forward. Press your hands. Try to float that left foot to the top of the mat. Finding warrior one, so back heel turns in, heel to heel. When you're stable, hands to left knee. Find your breath. Relax. Pull the hips back and left knee forward a couple times, grounding the feet and legs. Notice the weight in the back leg, back foot. Release the hands down. Firm core and low back muscles. Press the hands into each other, straight arms in front of you, and then lift the arms up above the heart. 5 breaths. With the breath going deeper inside the whole body. 2 more full breaths. We'll exhale, hands down, back behind you, chest forward. Bring a high block outside your left foot and then come to straight legs. Open chest to the right, right hand down, left hand over the head, coming to triangle pose. And we'll bring the left hand forward, right hand back. Keep lengthening left side ribs, left hand, right hand pulling you back, right top shoulder down and back. When you're ready, left hand's going to come onto the high left block, under the left shoulder. And then right hand's going to reach straight up. Trikonasana, triangle pose, 5 breaths. Breathing into the tight spots and creating space throughout the body. Top hand's going to reach down and forward. Hands flat on blocks. We're going to lift the back heel and then see if you can lift the left heel up and float your left foot back to the high plank, any amount. High plank. Like we did, shoulders past fingertips, straight arms. Keep everything. Just drop your knees. Now bend your elbows midline. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Cobra. Strong legs, lift your kneecaps. Inhale, head up. Exhale, pushing back, downward dog. We can lose the blocks now. Hands to the floor. 5 breaths, lengthen out. Listening to the sound of the breath as you go deeper inside the fascia of the body. We're going to jump to the top, bend your knees, straight arms, lift your hips, jumping forward. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, drop the head down. Press your feet coming all the way up, arms wide, low ribs in, lengthen. Exhale, drop the hands down. We're going to grab the blocks, moving to Prasarita Padottanasana A. So bring the feet wide, parallel. We're going to use the blocks here. Hands on the blocks. So I'll turn around to show you. If you don't need blocks, you don't need to use them. Otherwise, use a flat or medium height. And I'll turn around to demonstrate if this is your first time. Bring the heels of your hands back. The blocks are in line with the heels of your feet. The heels of your hands are in line with heels of feet. Bend your elbows. Shoulders, elbows, and wrist are in one line. Bend your elbows. Drop the head down towards the ground. And you're engaging the front of the legs, opening the back of the legs here. Pressing into the four corners of the feet, relax your face and your jaw and your neck. Lifting shoulders up away from the ears as you press your hands flat into the blocks. We'll inhale, flat back, straight arms, look up. Exhale, take the blocks with you in front of you, high blocks, hands on the high blocks, and just release forward like a wide downward dog. So hands and blocks are together, but the feet are wide. Relax your head, just find length in your spine, torso, pushing your hips back. Grounding your feet. And we're going to bring the blocks under the heart center. The right hand's going to come onto the blocks, open chest to left, left top shoulder pulling back and down, left hand reaching straight back behind you. Bring that left hand to your outer right hip, inner right thigh. Open chest to left. Keep pulling that top left shoulder back and down. You can stay here. Option 2, that right hand's going to reach for the left ankle and then bend towards the left leg, gazing up towards the ceiling, engaging your core, pulling your core towards the front thighs. So you're engaging the front leg, core, releasing back, leg, back, hip. Breathing into it. Don't hold the breath. And we'll slowly release for the other side. So hands on the high blocks. The left hand's going to press into the blocks, open chest to the right, pull the right top shoulder back, right hand reaching straight back. Right hand's going to come in towards the left hip, left inner thigh. Open the chest a little more, pull from the shoulder, top shoulder. Option to stay here, or you can move on with the left hand reaching for the right ankle and then fold to the right leg. Gazing up to the ceiling. Breathing through the pose, using the breath to release tension. And we'll release, bring the hands back to the blocks. We'll leave one block to the side and take the other one with you, coming up. Turn your left toes to the back of the mat. So your heel arch alignment, high block outside the left ankle. So finding the warrior 2 legs, and we'll float into warrior 2 here. Bend the left knee, straight back right leg, arms shoulder height, straight arms, gazing past the left fingertips. Noticing the breath as you hold poses. And we'll take a nice big inhale here. Reverse to straight legs, right hand down, left hand up. Full inhale. And then when you're ready, exhale slowly and smoothly into warrior 2 again. Finish your exhale, smooth. Inhale back up, straight legs. Keep inhaling, nice long inhale. Now bring that left hand to the block outside the ankle. Open chest to the right. Right hand's going to come up, right palm facing towards your face. Keep gazing to your right palm as you reach it up and over the head, lengthening the whole right side here. Pressing the outer back foot as you pull the right hand over the head. Feel the energy lines with the breath, deepening your awareness. Pull the right hand back, coming all the way up for the other side. So turn the right toes to the front, heel arch alignment, high block outside the right ankle. Find your warrior 2 legs. Bend the right knee. Warrior 2. Arms are straight, gazing past the right fingertips. Feeling your warrior from the inside of the body. We're going to inhale, long inhale, right hand up, left hand down. Exhale smoothly back into that warrior two. Inhale back up. On the exhale, bring that right hand to the block. Open chest to the left. Left hand's going to come up, palm facing towards your head. Keep gazing to your left palm as you keep reaching it all the way up and over the head. Keep pressing your back foot, reaching left hand over the head. Right hand pressing into the block, going deeper inside the energy lines of the body. And releasing, coming all the way up. We'll turn to the front, lift your back heel. You can drop your back knee to the floor to bring your right foot back, or press your palms down. See if you can lift your right foot up by pressing your palms down to float your right foot back. And then we'll drop the knees, we'll come to seated. Coming for the seated pose, cooling down, Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, a wide version. So feet together, the feet are far away and ahead of the hips. Hands to shins, lengthen, and coming down. You can press your elbows against your shins, dropping the head down, releasing. Keeping the breath moving through as you release your mind and body and hips. Inhale, head up. We're going to use the blocks for the next forward folds. Right ankle above the left knee. Flex your feet to protect your knee joints. Hands flat on the blocks on the flat or medium height. Keep pressing your palms. As we inhale, find length. Exhale, chest forward, head up. Shoulders keep pushing back. Elbows back. Going inside the body, feeling the effects of the pose internally. And inhaling up will release for the other side. So left foot above right knee. Press your palms, find length. When you're ready, exhale into the pose. Shoulders away from the ears. Bend the elbows. Going deeper inside through the fascia, going deeper, energy lines. Inhale up and release. So we're going to come to a position I call 90-90. The right shin is in front and the left knee is behind you with the left knee bent. Your right hip is on the ground. So finding this position, keep your right hip grounded. Now bring your hands to the left in front of left knee and left ankle. Dropping the head down, breathing here. And we're slowly going to come up. We're going to turn to the right. Bring the right hand behind you, fingers facing away from you. You're going to engage the rhomboids, the muscles in your mid-upper back. Option to stay here with the left arm up and over the head, or to lift your hips up to open your chest more to the sky, engaging the muscles in your mid-back, rhomboids, squeezing together. Hips forward, breath moving, and releasing down. When you release down, turn back to left where we started. Hands outside the left knee, left ankle. Release. And we'll go towards pigeon. So we'll go in stages. Start with the high blocks in front of you. You can pull your left knee back, ground the right hip as you wrap the left hip forward. You might want to stay here or drop your blocks and bring your forearms on the blocks. So whichever height where you feel is good for you today. And you can start to bring your left leg back any amount to a straight leg eventually, as long as the right hip stays on the ground. Wrapping left hip forward. Sticking with the blocks for a few more breaths here before we go deeper. Moving through layers of the internal body. And now if you want to go deeper, release the blocks and you can bring your hands on the ground or forearms and release more. Going deeper inside, releasing. Using the breath to help you move through tension. And we're slowly going to come up. We're going to swing the left foot outside the right knee. Bring your right foot in towards your left hip, right foot, and the left foot outside the right knee. Right arm's going to wrap in front of the left knee and thigh, and then open your chest to left. Left hand reaching back behind you. Find to lengthen your spine first and then turn from the upper back, gazing past the left shoulder, grounding your hips down, the right hip and the left hip, as you lengthen and turn from the upper shoulders. Breathing through and release. We're going to keep the left leg in front now. So 90-90 with the left shin in front, parallel to the front, and the right knee is bent, right foot back. Right ankle below the right knee. Try to keep your knees on the mat. When you got it, we're going to come over to the right. So the right hand and left hand in front of the right knee, right ankle. Releasing here. And we're going to come up, bring the left hand behind you. Option 1, open chest, right hand up and over the head, engaging the rhomboids, muscles in the mid upper back, pulling them, feels like you're pulling your shoulders together at the top. Option to lift your hips here and open the chest, hips forward. Right arm up and over the head. Slowly releasing down. When you come down, turn to the right, back where we started. Hands outside the right knee, right ankle. And we'll go for pigeon. So the left shin is parallel to the front of the mat. We're grounding the left hip down, hands on high blocks in front of the left leg. You can stay here. This may be enough release for some people. Otherwise, you can bring the right knee back and straighten the right leg any amount. And you can bring your forearms onto the blocks. As long as you keep your left hip grounded, don't lift the left hip. Moving in stages, we'll stay with the blocks for now as we release with the first few layers. Breath guiding us where the tension is. And if you want to go deeper, we can move the blocks and bring hands or forearms to the ground. Moving deeper. going further down into the layers. Couple more breaths. And we'll slowly come up. We'll swing that right foot outside the left knee. Left foot's gonna come in towards the right hip as you bend the left knee. Wrap your left arm around the right knee and shin as you open chest to the right. Pull the right top shoulder down and back, lengthening the spine, and then turn from the upper torso, breathing into the spinal twist. The breath flushes through these twists. It's as though the breath is flushing the body like a sponge, a squeezing sponge of dirty water. And slowly release. We're going to come to a visualization before meditation and shavasana. So take a moment here, easy cross-legged pose, hands on knees. Close your eyes. And bring the attention down to the hips that got released and strengthened today. Attention towards the base of the pelvis and base of the spine. The Muladhara chakra, root chakra, is here. It is one of the main 7 chakras along the spine. So keeping our focus on this energy center, which connects us to our tribe. It is the place where we feel grounded. It's the foundation of our being, from the family we were born, or the people who we are closest to in our lives. It is the connection that we feel secure. So option to go to shavasana from here, or you can stay in meditation by bringing your index and finger and thumb in yana mudra, pressing index, finger and thumb. And keep your focus on the Muladhara chakra, base of the pelvis, feeling a sense of security, stability, and groundedness. A sense of connection with your loved ones, the closest people to you in your life. The connection is so strong, it is beneath the earth, similar to how the roots of trees connect with one another. Your tribe is that deeply connected as well. It may be from other realms, from past lives, keeping that sense of wonder as we feel safe and stable with the Muladhara chakra. Runs down the large colon, hips, and legs. Feeling a strong sense of connection to our loved ones. Stability and feeling safe. Keeping your awareness on the root of the body. When you inhale, notice the heart and top of the head in contrast to the root of the body. We'll slowly start to bring ourselves back into space. You can drop your palms down to your knees if you're in meditation. If you're in Shavasana, start to come back up. Take a moment of stillness, of calm. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day.